Commander Marcus Venn had faced countless opponents across 3-star systems, and none had ever made him doubt his superiority. When the transport vessel delivered the new challenger to the orbital combat arena, he barely glanced at the viewing screen. Another contract fighter, another easy victory, another credit deposit into his overflowing account. The woman who stepped into the zero-gravity combat sphere wore standard-issue gray fatigues, her dark hair pulled into a tight bun. She looked ordinary, unremarkable even. The crowd in the observation decks murmured with disappointment. They'd paid premium rates to watch Venn dismantle opponents, and this one didn't look like she'd last 30 seconds. Name's Lieutenant Kira Moss, the announcer's voice echoed through the arena. Former military. No notable combat record. Venn smirked inside his helmet. Former military meant washed out, broken, desperate for credits. He'd end this quickly and still make his dinner reservation at the platinum level. The bell chimed. Venn launched himself across the sphere with practiced precision, his augmented muscles propelling him like a missile. He'd perfected this opening move over 200 fights, a devastating right hook that exploited the disorientation most fighters felt in 0G. His fist connected with Moss's jaw. The impact sent her spinning backward, arms flailing. The crowd roared. Venn was already calculating his victory speech when something felt wrong. Moss's spin wasn't chaotic, it was controlled. She was using the momentum. Before his enhanced reflexes could process what was happening, Moss had completed her rotation and planted both feet against the sphere's wall. She rebounded like a comet, her knee driving into Venn's solar plexus with force that shouldn't have been possible from someone with standard augmentations. The air exploded from his lungs. White stars burst across his vision. But she wasn't done. Moss grabbed his helmet with both hands and used it as leverage, flipping over him in a maneuver that defied every combat algorithm in Venn's neural implant. Her elbow came down on the back of his neck, not at the spine, but at the precise junction where his augmentation ports connected to his nervous system. The world went sideways. Time became elastic, stretching and compressing. Venn's enhanced senses, usually his greatest advantage, turned traitor. Every sound became a thunderclap. Every light burned like a supernova. His body refused commands, floating uselessly as Moss positioned herself with methodical precision. Her next strike hit his temple. Then another to his ribs. Then a palm strike to his chest that felt like being hit by a freighter. Each impact was surgical, calculated, targeting nerve clusters and augmentation weak points that shouldn't have been known outside military black sites. The last thing Venn remembered was Moss's face, perfectly calm, hovering inches from his own. Her lips moved, but the words took years to reach his ears. You should have checked my actual service record. Then darkness. Venn woke to blinding white lights and the antiseptic smell of a medical bay. His head felt like it had been filled with broken glass. A medic leaned over him, running a scanner across his face. Easy, Commander, the medic said. You've been out for 6 hours. Minor neural trauma, but you'll recover. Venn tried to speak, but his mouth wasn't cooperating. His thoughts moved like sludge. Finally, he managed to force out the words that had been screaming in his confused mind. What year is it? The medic exchanged glances with someone out of view. It's still 2247, Commander. Same day. You just had your temporal perception severely disrupted. Side effect of taking a direct hit to an unshielded neural port. Memory crashed back. The fight. The woman. The impossibly precise strikes. Venn's pride crumbled into something cold and uncomfortable, respect mixed with fear. The fighter, he croaked. Moss. Where is she? Gone. Collected her winnings and left station 2 hours ago. The medic hesitated. She left you a message though. A holographic display flickered to life above Venn's bed. Moss's face appeared, that same unsettling calm in her eyes. Next time, she said, maybe don't assume former military means defeated. Some of us just graduated to harder fights. The recording ended. Ven closed his eyes, feeling the weight of humility for the first time in 5 years. His undefeated record was broken, his confidence shattered, and somewhere in the back of his scrambled thoughts, he was grateful she'd let him live. The galaxy, he realized, was much larger and more dangerous than his arena had let him believe.